Hey bro, can you hit that top E string for me?
Yeah, man.
Guitar tuners have become so portable and small and just fit on your headstock and inexpensive that you might not need this, but if you ever find yourself as a beginner guitarist and you don't have a tuner available, if you can get the top string, the E string tuned, I'm going to show you how to tune the rest of the strings based off that E string if you ever need it. Again, this may be antiquated. When I was coming up as a kid, you know, having a tuner was kind of a big deal. Not everybody had one that you knew, and you would tune to each other, you know. Or if you know a song, if you know a song's in E or ends in like the Running Down a Dream, open E, tune that top string to it if you happen to not have a tuner, and then there's a little trick by using the 5th and the 4th frets where you can tune the rest of your guitar. Again, don't know if this is needed in 2025, but it sure was fun as a kid playing around with this, and it kind of helped you know a little more about the neck of the guitar. I'm going to show you, of course, from your point of view. Okay, this might be not needed, but I think it's good to know if the apocalypse happens and you don't have any way to tune your guitar. This is a cool thing to know. It sure was fun as a kid playing around with this. And while we're talking tuning guitars, and these people I have no affiliation with these people. This Stag tuner here fits, it's so small and it fits on the headstock. It is so cool, and it's 10 bucks, man. I found mine locally, but I've looked them up online. They're 10 bucks. I need to get about 5 of them. If you ever find yourself without a tuner, there's no excuse for having a guitar not in tune, right? So this is just going to be a quick little thing to show you. Once you get your E string in tune, you know, and you can, even if you've got a piano around the house, you can do that. Anything to get a tuning fork, anything, if you just happen to have a song that ends with, and you know that, if you can get it to that top string, it's a pretty simple deal on the 5th fret. So to tune every string under that, so for the 5th string, you fret your top string on the 5th fret and you play them together. They should be the same note. Okay? You repeat it for the 4th string. And then the 3rd string. So you're tuning the 3rd string, you're fretting the 4th string above it on the 5th fret. Now once you get to the unwound strings, the 2nd string, it changes. You go to the 4th string, the 4th fret on that 3rd string. And then for the 1st string, the final one you're going to tune, you go back, fret on the 2nd string, 5th fret. You can use harmonics. It's a little more complicated. If you know how to do harmonics, to get them, you just kind of lightly touch. So if you go trying to tune that 5th string, you do the harmonics on the string you're trying to tune on the 7th fret. And the only reason for that is with that kind of pinging sound, it's a little easier to find that frequency, because this is very much a manual way to tune. It's not going to be dead on accurate, right, as a tuner would be. Get a little closer. Yeah. Anyway, not sure that you'll ever need to use that with the way tuners are these days, but if you ever find yourself without one, hope is not lost. You can use this little trick and at least get it going to where you're somewhat in tune. I want to invite you to go to MyPOVGuitar.com and check out the beginner course and help learn the fundamentals, because the fundamentals are needed. No matter what level you're trying to get to, you have to learn the basics first. This builds on itself over and over and over again. Learning the fundamentals is paramount. This will shave years off your learning at MyPOVGuitar.com, the beginner course. But until then, we'll see you in the next lesson.